Hi, my name's Joe Keaveney and welcome back to my series of videos on VRC Pro. What is VRC Pro? VRC Pro is an RC simulator which currently simulates 10th electric touring cars, 10th IC touring cars and 8th scale IC sports cars. So what did we cover in the last video? In the last video we covered building the car using the car setup button. In this video we're going to cover practicing with your car and what adjustments you can make to your car trackside. So we're going to go straight to the track now, and we go straight to the track to practice by clicking on the practice button. Okay, so the track has been loaded in and the car has been placed trackside in your
Welcome to this track. Enjoy your racing.
Okay, you might have heard on the video there that the pit announcer has told me to enjoy my racing. That's very nice. Okay, and we've been placed trackside and the car is in its grid position. Along the bottom of the screen you've got your trackside adjustment options, and this pretty much is the amount of options that are available on a spec chassis. Remember, in the last video we covered building our car, which was a spec chassis car. Okay, so along the bottom we've got our trackside adjustment options. What are those adjustment options then? We've got rear and front anti-roll bars, okay, and they are connected. We can disconnect them or connect them for rear and for front, and we can change the anti-roll bar setting for rear or for front. And once we've changed the anti-roll bar setting, we then click change anti-roll bars, and that simulates you picking the car up and making that adjustment to the car. And once you click that button, change anti-roll bars, then the adjustment is made. So what else can we change then trackside? We can change the rear toe, the front toe, so that's rear toe in or toe out, front toe in or toe out. We can change the amount of diff locking for the rear. The front, commonly in electric powered touring cars, is a spool. So there's no option to change the amount of diff locking for that, but on the rear, of course, we can change the amount that the diff locks, okay, because it's a ball diff. Okay, we can change the battery when it's dumped. We can't change the gearing because it's a spec chassis. However, it is shown to tell you what the gear ratio is. In the braking and steering, we can change how much drag brake we've got on the car, how much brake we're using, so the initial brake, and how much steering angle we want from the car. And I always like lots of steering on my car, so I'm going to change that to 32. And to change the brakes and the steering, we click change brake and steering. Okay, lastly we've got rear wing, okay, and that's the rear wing height. Now the further you, the higher rather that you place your rear wing, the greater the downforce you generate for your car. However, the more downforce is generated on the back of the car and not on the front. So that, bear that in mind, that when you raise your rear wing, you will bias your downforce generated towards the back of the car. Okay, so now we've made our trackside adjustments, we can go out and practice on the track. So I'm going to do one lap just to show you how this track looks. This track is VRC Carpet 2. Okay, you may be able to hear the car on the track if you turn your speakers up loud. Okay, do remember that an EP car, an electric powered car, is a quiet car. And there was 2 laps. Okay, I meant to do 1 lap, but there's 2 laps. And that is how you practice in your car. To go back to the pit, you either drive back into the pit or you press Shift and space together. That takes you back to your car, and you press Return to bring up your trackside options, and then you go about changing the options you want to change to make your car do what it wants to do. Go out for another couple of laps, adjust your car, come back in, adjust your car again, go back out, and trying to figure out what changes that you're making to your car and trying to see what effect they're having out on the track on your car. Anyway, so that is how you practice. We've built our car, we've practiced, we've adjusted our car. Next I'm going to go on to the racing functions such as race, time trial and multiplayer. So I'll see you in a later video. Bye for now.